Okay, welcome back to the stream. I went off and got... There's a few things that have happened. First of all, I went off and got some bismuth, and adding some sphalerite that I had found previously, and some copper, I was able to make a batch of bismuth bronze here. I also made some silver. So we're adding to our stocks here. With bismuth bronze, I made 2 plates. Plates are made by taking 2 ingots and crafting them in an anvil. And now we need a little bit of leather to repair our armor that we got last episode. I mean, we definitely need it for that. And the pants. For that one, we need a chain, I guess. I'm gonna do a chain right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put this away. Did I finish getting this? Yeah, I did. Oh, there's some bony soil down there, though. Okay, let's get these chains made up. Doing chainmail manually kind of sucks. At the very least, the game should add the ability to get this done in a health hammer. But I think right now the only way to do that is through a mod. I could be slightly wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this on our head armor. And that's good. We've got quite a bit of repair there. About 2/3, so that's nice. I'm worried about how much I'm gonna really get out of this bismuth bronze plates. Let's see. About 2 days left on. I think I'll get one. It's gonna be a minute before I get a lot of leather out of this, so we may have to keep working on that in the long term, but in the meantime, let me there we go. Alright, let me go up here and we'll go ahead and sleep for the night. Gonna have hunger when we wake up, it looks like. Yep. One second, I have to check on my food real quick. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, we're still not close enough on the leather to make it worth it to wait. So what we're going to do today, we are going to go to our nearest trader where we can sell our bags, first of all. It might be the ag trader, or it might be this one. Second thing I'm going to do is we're going to come down here and try to recruit some goats down here. So I might just go for that directly. Is there a trader over here? Surprised there's not a visible trader somewhere over here. Weird. And actually, that looks like a big ruin I should check out too. Let's go to this place. Let's check that out. Okay, so we're just gonna beeline this way. By the way, I did find pigs, and I got them lured into here. We need to put. I need to start feeding them. And we definitely need to feed the chickens, but we kind of have to wait for the crops to harvest until we can really do more of that. Incidentally, I also made a couple more animal cages. They're really not that expensive to make, so that gives me a grand total of 4. You know what? Probably should have brought some sort of crop to bait it with. What do goats eat? Goats do eat grass. They probably won't eat a berry. Could try the berry. Give it a shot. Okay, so we're gonna have to beeline and kind of take a left here. But I think we've seen goats in this area. Okay, there's elk or something. Okay, so the ruin that we're looking for is right over here. And there's some more elk, right? These are elk, right? Yeah. I find it very interesting that elk are up here in the mountains. And I guess I'm not an expert on elk, but Okay, here's some good conventional goats. So let's try baiting them with these berries. See if they go for it. Okay, so I'm gonna make a note that these traps are right there. And then we'll come back and get it in a second. But let's go over here. Might go explore that later. That's kind of a lame ruin, honestly. I was hoping it would be way more advanced. It's just not. It's big, but it's not advanced. Okay. I think I might have even looked around here before. Oh yeah, we were definitely here. Okay. Well, in that case, I won't feel too guilty for not exploring too much. But I will mark it so we don't make this mistake again. Okay, let's head back to the animal cages now. And see if the goats went for the berries. The purpose of this playthrough that I'm doing is to experiment with some of the newer features of 1.21. So I'm not above spawning in some food to see if I can get the traps working. Okay, well, definitely no takers on these. So I think what we'll do... Let's get carrots. Okay, there's 3. I'm going to put 1 over here, too. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if there's any takers. I might grab this aged logs while we're here. There we go. Okay, trap was sprung. I don't think there's anybody in here. Let's check these. So many different species of goat happening here. Okay, this one does have something in it. Okay, that's cool. Fuck, okay. Let's see. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Three, 4, 5. So we'll go like that. Before. Okay, so we can take that. Okay. So that is a frightened bighorn lamb male. And we have 24 hours to get him home, so that's interesting. So I think what we'll do, I'm going to bait a few more of these traps and leave them behind here. But we're going to come back in a day and check them then. And in the meantime, I'm going to use this trap to transport our first bighorn lamb. And we definitely need to drop off some stuff. Plus, we really do need to sell these sacks. At least 2 of them, obviously. Okay. By the way, I don't feel too guilty about spawning in those carrots. I mean, I could have easily found some crops just kind of in the area. It would just taken a little bit of time. Like, for example, if I'm here and I need to find crops, okay, well, I'm just looking around. Let's head down here. Well, this is a bad example because I have cleared the crops from this area, but okay, but here's a crop, for example, and if this was fully grown, we would just harvest it, and we'd get whatever crop that was, and we put it in the trap. So it's not really a huge deal, just a little bit more time-consuming. Okay, so I'm going to go Control and scroll over here, and we'll go ahead and place this down. Okay. Okay, so there's the lamb. Can I get out of here? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just beeline to the ag trader. Unless there's a treasure hunter guy closer. No, I think we gotta go to the ag trader. So I'll just go ahead there and sell these 2 bags. Too bad that there aren't animal traders in the base game. That would make things a bit easier. Okay, and this is the builder trader, so that's halfway. I do love finding the flax in the wilderness. At this time of year, it gets a lot more likely for it to be fully grown, so you get the full harvest of flax fiber along with the seeds and everything. And that flax grain probably would work to attract bighorn lambs as well, I'm not sure. Okay, so we're very close now. And I'll go ahead and sleep there when I get there too. There's a chunk loading air. Probably wouldn't hurt to do a probe over here somewhere too. Let's do that. Okay, so copper installer, right? Nothing too crazy. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sell. Oh, we can't. Oh yeah, sorry, we can. Demand 2, perfect. I guess I could get the Kepok seed as well. Sure. There's another tree type. That's not bad to have. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and sleep and head back. Okay, so part of me is tempted to peek over here a little bit and see if there's anything interesting on the horizon. We haven't explored over here yet, so... Oh, this is kind of more on the way home, actually. Went the wrong direction there. That's a very interesting cliff face up ahead. Oh, you know what? Let's grab a little bit of this fire clay while we're over here. Okay, so that's over a stack of fire clay. That's nice. We are slowly accumulating enough fire clay to make some more fire clay bricks, which in turn we can use to process more iron and eventually steel. So it's all good stuff. Okay, let's take a look at this cliff face here. I'm worried about bears a little bit. This is a beautiful area too. That's a really cool cliff. But it's, turns out it's just granite though. I'll take the turnips to maybe work with the traps back west. Or east, I mean. Mature svelte. Nothing crazy apparent from the map, so we'll head back, kind of circle back this way to our bighorn lamb place. A little nod to the southern path here. Very pretty. One second. It's a very pretty, albeit open area. I really like this world gen. I think it's quite good. I used the certain settings a little differently. I tweaked it just a bit, and it's kind of fun. It's a nice turnout. Okay, let's take a look here. More flax. Okay, let's take a look here. There's a treasure hunter trader from near our spawn. Might as well stop by and check in on that one. He's right over here. What's this? Wood path. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this. This is clearly some sort of error. Okay, we could go for the Blackguard Cuirass. You need iron to fix this, and we have iron now, so that's not a crazy idea. It's expensive, though. And he does sell treasure maps and things. I think I already have a map to an underground hideout somewhere. Down here, yeah. That I haven't taken the time to look up, but I think maybe I should get another one. And take a look at that. Okay. So that one is up here. Okay, it's actually not far. Let's go take a look at that. I mean, the reality is we just tend to find things of value in these places. And so they usually pay for themselves, in other words. Okay. Should be just right up here. I love these old logs. Okay, so if the underground hideout is approximately right here, I'm curious to see what it is. So let's just dig down straightforwardly. I'm going to do the density reading while we're at it. If this is it, I'm going to be really pissed. Alright, so we do have decent sphalerite. Just kind of peeking around. I mean, look, if this thing is the only thing I got from that map, that is not worth it at all. It's the most boring room in the fucking universe. I'll take what I can, but and the dirt, I will say this, the dirt you can find in these, the you know, the sort of bony soil, I mean, that stuff is always going to have certain it's going to have certain mineral or you know, diamonds and stuff, and that kind of stuff sells for a lot of money at Artisan Trader. So I guess the you can make an argument that this is all worthwhile. Whatever. And I guess there's some goodies there, but if this is it, I'll still be disappointed. Okay. I'm gonna go just a little bit deeper here, maybe to like 60, and just see if there's anything. Oh shit, you know what? I've got kickball coming up. I've got to go soon. Damn it. It's okay. Well, let's just check this out. Okay. I really do have to go. I've got kickball coming up, so anyway, it's good to stream. I'll talk to you later.